that same energy of like epic fight scenes is in a lot of animes, and that's why I like them.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think that if you guys opened up your heart, you would like it as well.
Yeah.
So we could say the same thing about deathcore too.
I
If
like
you,
a lot
if
of
you
deathcore.
open up your heart, you could.
I don't go to
start
concerts.
liking the cool guitar. That's
I
in
don't
them.
go to concerts a lot in general.
Fair enough.
Like even I love trance music. I don't go to like trance raves.
Right.
I just listen to it. Yeah.
Just to be clear, you are saying trance as in trance, not trans.
Yes.
Okay.
He understood what I was saying.
I
Yes,
understood
yes.
it. Yeah.
Do you guys?
I was clarifying for
Do you
myself.
guys wash
I
your
was like,
feet?
what?
What? What just happened?
Milo
Before
likes rice in his.
Do you guys wash your
not.
feet? I need to know. Do you
No.
guys? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another 0.5 episode of the Campfire Council podcast. Thank you for joining us today. With us on the pod, we have Brandon, Milo, Noah, Wes, and myself, Luke. What's going on, guys? How are we doing today?
Not so bad.
I
not
just
so bad.
realized now, Luke, you're the only one that's been on every single podcast.
That's true.
Look at you.
What happens if I'm not here?
And we don't have a
We
podcast
don't have a podcast. Yeah.
unless Milo wants to edit.
Eventually I'll show someone how to set stuff up in case that happens.
It'd be so tragic if you died, like for multiple reasons. Like for multiple
No,
reasons.
just for the podcast.
Way
Just for
more
the
than that,
podcast,
more
right.
than the podcast. But it would be so tragic. Like I feel like we'd just be distraught, like for a while.
Yeah.
Because
we
of
won't
the
have
podcast.
for a couple weeks,
No more
and then we'd
podcasts.
start the podcast up.
I mean, in my will, I would
If
write
we
all,
find another Luke.
all my podcast stuff would go to you guys, so you'd be fine.
It's so
It's in our
tragic.
Just like-
inheritance.
Just don't fill this seat and just have like a picture of me and you'll be fine.
Right.
Like, oh jeez.
That'd be even worse.
One of those like cardboard
Right.
things.
Yeah.
And just have like the recording of me saying like, comment, and subscribe at the end. You're fine.
Yeah.
So
We could do it. We could do it.
can make it
Or
work.
you cut out the mouth, and then someone is just like behind, and they just take your spot, and they're like the lips are moving.
I'm
but
sure like AI eventually would be able to fill in my voice or something.
probably dude. Yeah,
Just
if
kinda
we-
crazy.
I'm sure there are enough podcasts that we could like feed it enough info.
It probably
and then
could
it would
right
be able
now,
to
yeah.
make your voice.
Well, today is going down to history. Everybody, note this: we are watching an anime movie tonight with Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all of
And
us
Milo,
together, and
right?
Milo.
Okay,
the
okay.
two that want us to do it the most. We are going to go see War of the Rohirrim tonight, which is going to be a Lord of the Rings anime style movie, which is going to be taking place before the events of our movies 1, 2, and 3. So I'm super excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'm excited that's anime. I would choose it to be live action still, but I'm okay with it being anime because it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Does it
And
happen?
my mind is open to it, Brandon.
Okay.
I'm curious,
Is it-
not excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Honestly, I'm kind of the same. Like I haven't seen anything on it. Like I genuinely thought this was coming out in like 2026.
Mm-hmm.
So when all of a sudden you guys were like, "Oh, you want to go see this?" I was like, "Oh, it's out already!" Like I had no idea.
Well, and I was confused too when you were talking about it because Madeline and I were just at the movies as well. We saw Wicked, great movie by the way.
I heard it's good.
It's really good.
Is it a musical?
It is a musical.
Oh, you know
no
what that
thanks.
It's more singing than Wonka. So if you saw Wonka and
Oh.
you thought there was a lot of singing in there,
I just
it's
didn't-
more
Wonka's a
than
classic, though.
Wicked. Yeah.
Wait, will you like
No,
the first
the
one?
newest one.
Yeah, the newest one.
It's
saw
more
that?
than that.
Oh, with Johnny Depp?
No,
No, that's a-
Timothy
Timoth-
Chalamet.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet.
Was Johnny Depp in Willy Wonka? Or
Yes.
no?
Yeah.
He
wasn't
was
one of
back in
them,
the day, yeah.
His though sucked.
Before,
I liked
before
his.
Noah
There's a
was
newer
born.
one?
Yeah, it just came out last year.
Oh, I have not seen it.
It's
I
good.
probably
Fetus.
won't.
You should see it.
Really? Oh,
It's with
I
Timothy
didn't like it.
Chalamet.
I didn't like it. But
Oh. Anyways,
ladies and gentlemen.
when we were there, we were looking at the poster for the War of the Rohirrim, and it said only out on Christmas. So that's why I was so confused. I was like, why is it saying only out on Christmas?
That was a
Yep.
lie.
Yeah, it's all lies.
Was this taking place after Rings
Before.
of Power?
Yes.
After Rings of Power, but before like The Hobbit, even. I assume.
I believe so because I think
Officially.
it's supposed to be about King Hammerhelm or something like that, and it's supposed to be like how Helm's Deep got its name, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I really know. So how I guess I want to ask. I mean, you two know, but for you two, Milo and Brandon, as anime fans, are you guys okay with Lord of the Rings dabbling in anime, or is it something where
100%.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it. I love anime, and there's a lot of things that are possible in that animated style that are not possible live action.
Correct.
Like there's
It's-
certain things
yeah.
that they can do that it just looks so cool as an anime, and it's very difficult to recreate live action. It wouldn't have the same effect.
Like impact frames are insane in anime, dude. They hype you up so much where it's like they change the animation style to just like I've sent you guys that gif of like this dude who's fighting this one guy and he does like this punch and it's like there's like fire flaming off of him and all that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that in a live action without making it look really dumb. Like,
Right.
I will say stuff like that anime can do is pretty cool. You have the potential for that.
Yeah.
So that's why, like I said, the only reason I wouldn't go see an anime movie in theater, but since it's Lord of the Rings, I'm all for it.
I am very skeptical of how this is gonna go though, because like Milo maybe doesn't. I don't really know how you feel about this, but like to me, it's an anime adaptation rather than an anime.
Yeah.
And so because it's gonna be very Americanized, I assume. So I hope that it has like themes like with fight scenes or
Yeah.
stuff like that, like with
Yeah,
those
yeah.
impact frames, stuff like that, like little things you would kind of catch.
I thought it was a legit anime studio or whatever you call it that I read.
Was it made
I
in
think it was
Japan?
I think it is Japanese.
Oh, so it is an anime.
I think
it actually
so.
is an anime.
can
Okay.
check that.
All right. Well then,
It's official.
Are we gonna need subtitles?
I
No,
really,
apparently
really
not.
hope
Am I gonna need to watch?
Dude,
my
I do
hands?
not want to read.
For the people,
I'm here to watch.
the one
not
other
read.
person out there who likes anime, like I was like, oh, is this in Japanese? Like I didn't know. And Wes was like, I'd be pissed off.
I'd be
dude.
so.
Wes
I would
just,
walk
like,
home.
just
I'm
storms off.
Right.
I'm done.
I throw popcorn everywhere. I'm just
Why is it so difficult though? Like,
Or
could
you start
because I'm here to watch, not
you
read.
start reading
but
out
you,
loud.
you
I want to see.
watch.
I want to see what the action
Your
is.
eyes literally. I mean, where your eyes are, they literally move
Yeah.
down like 1 millimeter, dude. To like,
Right. Then I'm concentrating on reading instead of like seeing
no,
what's going
you
on.
are
Yes,
fully
Brendan.
able to take
I-
in what's
Yes.
going on visually and still be able to interpret. What's
I know what
going
you're
on.
talking about.
That is true.
I know what you're talking
but
about.
yeah, I don't know. I'd rather just watch.
I
Like,
would-
but then again, you
like, if
haven't
I'm
really
playing-
had a whole lot of experience with trying. Like, I was talking with Joey. I was like, to get you warmed up for anime, like maybe you should just watch American films with subtitles, and that would kind of get you used to like reading. And I personally, I watch American films now with subtitles because I just feel like I catch so much more too. And like Christina also likes that now, so I feel like we always just watch movies with subtitles, and like it might be a good warm up for
Brandon.
No,
Brandon.
no, Brendan. I'm for sure gonna do that.
So the
Yeah, yeah.
director of War of the Rohirrim is Kenji Kamiyama.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
and-
legit.
And he's
white.
What are you trying to say, Luke?
So he's regular. I can't speak today. Sorry. Regularly
be.
worked with the anime studio Production Enterprise Production IG, producing works including Jinro, Blood the Last Vampire, and Ghost in the Shell.
Go no!
Yeah, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite.
Yeah, dude, this would be great.
This film is gonna be
Ghost-
sick.
Ghost
All right,
is
that
so
just
cool.
hyped me
The
up. Dude.
animation, dude, insane.
This
Goes
just hyped me up, dude.
nuts.
Like it goes. Oh, that's like one of the three.
See, Brenda,
classics,
we're
like-
watching legit anime together.
There we
Sorry,
are.
I have to disappoint you a little bit. It's
Aw.
Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, which was an anime TV series.
Take
of
back my
Ghost in
high
the
five.
Shell.
You can cancel
Yeah.
my ticket.
So never mind, it's gonna be terrible. But
Wait, what? There were two Ghosts in the Shells.
yeah, I guess there was like a show.
Who's the ghost and why is he in the show?
Oh, he worked
Right.
he worked as a background artist for
Was he a
productions
clam?
such as Akira.
But background.
Yeah.
So he's got experience.
This guy's
Okay,
got
okay.
this guy knows what he's doing. Oh, and so the production companies were New Line Cinema, Warner Bros. Animation, and Sola Entertainment, which is from Japan.
It's Warner Brothers. Don't mess this up, please. Don't mess this
Please,
up.
Back-
Americanize
I'm
it.
sure
Back to the subtitles. So I know Milo watched it. I don't know if you guys did. Shogun. I know you didn't because of the subtitles.
So good.
I watched a couple episodes.
Yeah.
I
I'm
still
just
need
so-
to
So
watch
I-
it was
I
a
love
good
Shogun.
show.
Squid Game.
I know subtitles are necessary. In that show, it was. The only thing is when it's an entire show, it does get a little annoying when you have to stay focused and dialed in the entire time. Because sometimes I kind of just want to like relax and turn off my brain. But it makes
those
it
kind of
makes the
shows
show
aren't background shows.
Yeah,
Like,
but
those are ones that are good
the
enough.
show made it better with the subtitles. It's just sometimes I get annoyed by it.
That's fine. I think Brandon and I are very used to it because we just watch so many shows that are like that. So it's just not going to have the same effect.
Yeah.
It's just, but I will say sometimes I will watch the dub of an anime if I'm doing cardio or something and watching an anime because I don't want to I'm looking at my phone and I don't want to focus on the little subtitles.
Yeah.
But if I'm actually sitting down and paying attention, I'll usually
Like
pick sub.
I watched Squid Games in English, and it would have made it better with the voices with subtitles, but then I would have to stay more engaged, which is fine. But I watch it in English, which is still fine, like good. But
You know what's weird is I can watch. I cannot stand that where it's like, was that a Japanese film? I think so.
yeah,
That had English voice actors like
for your bachelor party, when
talking over it. Yeah, and then I was gonna say, but I
Yeah.
can stand watching Star Wars with Japanese.
that was
voice
kind of
actors.
that was pretty.
I don't know
sweet.
why it is,
Forgot
but
about
That was
that.
so
I think
cool.
the Japanese voice actors are like
Oh, man.
so good,
Yeah,
dude.
dude,
Like they
yeah.
picked out the perfect ones.
Yeah.
That like I can stand that their
Oh, I
lips
wanna
aren't
watch it again
syncing.
now.
That
It's
really
so good. I
changed.
went back and I
Yeah.
watched Attack of the Clones all in Japanese, dude.
Oh, man.
It's so good. Like their voice
The
actors.
Yoda scene.
Yes, dude.
Oh man,
Whew.
I gotta watch that. Okay.
Yeah, they're really. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just because I don't know. I personally just think Japanese voice actors are just like better. But it's again like you guys might consider it like loud and annoying.
No, I think it was they did a really good job with it. It's not
Well,
cool.
yeah, for the Star Wars one, but I'm saying like more so in anime. Like you guys would probably like
Oh,
when you're
yeah.
watching Berserk.
Yeah.
Like you were like, oh, why is she making such weird sounds? But it's like it's just to like
Very
express
unusual.
the emotion,
Right.
That because like you're limited by emotion with animation. Not always. Sometimes you can do it really well, but like sometimes you just need to add that in order to like
I
express.
mean, it's just a
emotion.
different culture.
But
We're
you
not
guys
used
Do
to
you
it.
ever
just
think
say
it's
it's
over
Yeah,
the top?
I agree with you, Wes.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
sometimes it can be a little
Yeah.
bit
Sometimes? Question mark?
much. Yeah, sometimes. I don't think most of the
it's,
time.
It's
I
a
think
sometimes. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not always over the top. But that's just what anime is like that.
Yeah, I understand. It's
Yeah.
it's a style of film and art and
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But
Like being overly dramatic in a fight, it like kind of is anime, and that's what's so fun about it.
Yeah. And another thing you don't like is when you're hearing their thoughts, right?
it's when I'm hearing it too much. When one of the episodes that you guys had us watch, I get it. I think it's in certain scenarios it's cool. Like you get to hear what they're thinking, but when it's like every single step, like I'm going to take a deep breath, and then and it's like this whole backstory. It's like a little too much. Like,
Have you
oh,
ever
he's
seen
gonna
the show
swing
You?
his sword this way, and I need
That's a good
to
show.
angle my sword at a 75-degree angle
They
so
don't
the
talk
tip
like
of the
that,
blade
though.
can.
They don't talk like that, dude. That's not in any anime I've ever seen.
Brenda, I've seen all the anime. It's exactly how it is.
I've never seen one where they the tip of the blade.
Brenda, do you even know anime? Dude, I'm going to see War of the Rohirrim. It's legit.
I'll give you $50 if they say my sword needs to be at 75 degrees. But
It's
yeah,
a stylistic thing.
Yeah.
They're trying, like in a lot of fights. I think maybe it's because it's animated and there's less details that way that you have to like add more detail in the thoughts or something like that with the fights. But if that is specifically what you don't like, then probably a lot of animes you're not gonna like. But that doesn't mean you can't come to like something like that. you know?
No,
Yeah.
This is me opening up my heart. You know.
Okay. All right. We'll see how
I'm
this
trying
goes.
though. I'm
Yeah,
going to see
yeah,
it, right? And I think I'm truly going to enjoy it.
we'll
because
let
it's-
you know if it's a good anime, though.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
We
We'll let
will.
you know if
let's
this is
let's
good.
next point 5. Let's do a quick little recap of what we thought
that's
about
like
it.
the Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb, like the critics are rating it, where it's like,
22%.
yeah, but just
I'm gonna be
because
a
you rate it
hypercritic
doesn't
on
mean
this
that
for
we
sure,
don't like it.
You guys are users. We're critics.
Yeah, we're
I'm
users.
a user too. The user rating is always better.
Always.
I never trust a critic rating.
Oh, that's where my thought was going. So, did you ever see the show You?
Yes.
So, like,
Repetitive.
yeah,
It's a repetitive
it's
show.
so good. Wait, what?
I think it gets repetitive for like the 3rd and 4th season,
Is that
but it's still
Penn
good.
Badgley?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good show though.
Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
I mean, in that one, you're hearing like his thoughts and like what's going on in his head.
Correct.
Like, is that-
I think
That's like an appropriate amount. It's also you don't have to read it.
Same with Dexter. He does that
Yeah,
too.
Dexter does that a lot.
If
really
if
good.
anime could be more like that style, I think it's fine because it's when he's not talking. So like, okay, during a fight scene,
At Dexter's Lab.
I don't know if it's necessary to be hearing like those thoughts in detail about what's going on because you see what's happening, right? It's kind of showing you what they're doing. But when he's like he's looking and he's creeping on someone, it show like he's saying his thoughts. You get to hear out loud, which is kind of cool. Otherwise, it's just a scene.
But that's what they do in anime.
It's adding details about their thought process. Like I'm just gonna use fights because that's the type of anime I usually watch.
Yeah.
But and I will say this: not every fight has that like backstory.
Yeah.
For Demon
Yeah.
Slayer, for example,
Oh,
there's fights where there's significant amounts of time where they're not going into their thoughts or anything like that.
They're
They're
just
just
fighting.
fighting.
Yeah.
It's just craziness. But then they will add like maybe there's a little section of the fight where they're explaining like one character's thoughts, and it's to add to the drama because often like they think the fight is going one way and then they're actually being tricked or something like that. So it's difficult to add that level of detail and explain it to people without understanding
Yeah.
their thoughts.
Or when they do like a backstory, dude, like, yes, you're like, oh, you're right in the middle of the fight. Like, how are you going to go back? But then you see how like painful their past is. And then it shows like what's fueling them for that fight to like, and just to like keep getting stronger. So like it sometimes seems like, oh man, like, why are we interrupting this fight? Like, why didn't we do this before? But like it, again, it's such a unique, like, style.
Yeah.
Where it's able to like bring out a certain emotion.
My character lore would be I'd be in a fight as an anime character, and all of a sudden my thought process would be like, I need to kill this guy, but I want Big Macs. How can I?
He remembers a time when he had big.
Can I
Macs.
make it? Can I make it in time?
He's like a little kid.
I can see that in an anime.
Yeah. No, I'm still willing and open to watching anime with you. I just
No, you're not.
it's not
I'd
really.
say you're
It's not really my.
not to slash you
Hold
or
on a
anything,
second.
but like
I just realized something. You're a critic too. You like anime.
I do.
What were you talking
But
about?
I don't like.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
oh yeah, that's right.
I don't look at anime though so much as like judging it for its quality.
I
You know
do.
what I mean? Like I'm
What do you
like
judge it for?
I'm like whether or not like it's just like I enjoy it. Like not
Isn't
I'm
that
not
the quality
picking,
of it?
Well, yes, but what I'm saying like the specifics of like what goes into it.
Whatever, man. You like anime.
Yes, I
You
do.
literally said you like Dragon Ball Z, dude. Like
Yeah,
that's the anime.
But like I'm saying like I'm not gonna watch an anime and compare it to another anime and say, well, I like how the art style or whatever, and this is like perfectly depicting this, or like how you're talking about like the over like
So like you're not really breaking it down. You just kind of watch it. To
yeah,
watch
I
it.
just watch it just to watch it.
That's fair enough.
Yes,
That's good enough
That's
for
what
me.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for the point 5 for the next one, we could do like a quick little
Yeah.
recap to know our thoughts. And if we'll ever.
This dude is just gonna be slashing it the whole time. My point was, I was
Dumb.
gonna say, I was like, I appreciate that you're very open. Like we've talked about Attack on Titan, which at this point I think is gonna be the only anime that you guys like, or like would be open to watch. And I think after that, like, there's not really a whole lot of other anime that I
See the
would
way
recommend.
I'm happy that you guys are happy.
Yeah, I'm
That's
happy
not
for
good
you.
enough for me,
I'm
though.
happy for you guys.
That's
that
not good enough for me.
You guys are excited to watch this anime.
to light.
I really am.
Okay,
not,
can I-
but, like that's
can
what I'm
I
saying.
put
Like,
it-
just because it's anime doesn't mean I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so good. Like,
How about
I'm actually
this?
a skeptic. Go ahead.
So if we brought you to one of our deathcore
I'd go.
shows,
Oh, yeah.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
I'd go.
100%.
Would you
I know
guys
you-
go?
But
Oh,
here's
I'll
the
do-
thing.
I'll
Here's the thing.
go.
Are you going to then start going to deathcore shows on your own?
Right.
Maybe not. I might not like it that much.
But again, I can't judge it off of one because I don't know how different they are from each other. If they're all the same,
If you don't listen to it enough, you'd think it all sounds the same. Because it's all screaming in your face.
I don't know. I've listened to a lot of the music that you guys listen to, and I can see with the distinctions, and I can see like the different, like art for lack of a better, like different techniques they use for music. Like I see that, but I don't know if
I
I'll
also
deathcore.
regularly listen to metalcore. I don't listen
Okay.
to deathcore, but I
Yeah.
do listen to metalcore
That's just like,
a lot.
I mean,
I
I
listen
know
to
you guys
metalcore.
have listened to it. I just think it's kind of similar, like a genre of music.
Right.
Yeah.
Where anime is a style. I know it's more of an art, but
But some would argue that there are very, very different styles and genres, and
Yeah.
there's so many different things that could make up an anime, like animation style. I'm just saying, like it could be different.
I don't know
because
enough
there's
about it
so
to know.
much.
Let me say
different.
something real quick. The reason why I like anime is the same reason why I like Star Wars. So like when I was a kid, the first like action movie that I watched was Attack of the Clones, and that scene of Yoda versus Count Dooku is like
Yep.
one of to this day one of the most epic things I've ever seen in my life. I don't care about older people that don't like those movies. I love them because I watched them when I was a kid.
I agree. They're great.
That same energy of like epic fight scenes is in a lot of animes, and that's why I like them.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think that if you guys opened up your heart, you would like it as well.
Yeah.
So we could say the same thing about deathcore too.
I
If
like
you,
a lot
if
of
you
deathcore.
open up your heart, you could.
I don't go to
start
concerts.
liking the cool guitar that's.
I
in
don't
them.
go to concerts a lot in general.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like even I love trance music. I don't go to like trance raves.
Right.
I just listen to it. Yeah.
Just to be clear, you are saying trance as in trance, not trans.
Yes.
Okay.
He understood what I was saying.
I
Yes,
understood
yes.
it. Yeah.
Do you guys?
I was clarifying for
Do you
myself.
guys wash
I
your
was like,
feet?
what?
What? What just happened?
Milo
Before
No, no.
likes rice in his.
Do you guys
I
wash
do
your
not.
feet? I need to know.
No.
Do you guys?
No, of
Do I
course.
wa-
I do.
yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
wash my
wash,
feet.
wash.
So every
like-
single time you get in the shower, you like bend over and scrub
No.
your toes.
No, I
Yes.
lift my foot up. I have soap in my hands.
Right.
I don't
do that.
Yep,
I do the
I do that.
flamingo.
Cheeks up in the air. Just like
I don't do that at all.
Bend
I
over.
just
I-
I let the shower wash my feet.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And
what about
today,
in between your toes, dude?
They're fine, dude. Like
You're gonna get foot fungus, dog.
I don't have any foot fungus.
I'm the same way. But
Not
today,
yet. In the
I bring it
past.
up because today,
I'm 28 years old. I don't have any. I got foot fungus from the YMCA. That was the last time I had when I was a kid.
Because you didn't wash your feet.
Nope, it was from the YMCA just stepping on that nasty ground in the shower. That's how I got
Wait.
plantar
So you
sport.
just let water like rinse your feet,
absolutely.
and that's
Yeah.
it. You don't
Well,
do
it's
this
water
too?
Today,
and soap.
I
soap
looked
my
at my
whole body, so soap is going down there and water.
So then, no, dude, you have to like scrub.
I don't scrub my feet, dude.
I scrub my
Wow,
feet.
All right.
Maybe
well,
I should. I don't know. I just
I
don't.
asked because today I scrubbed my feet, and it was a weird experience, and I did not like it. It was weird.
It's because it's the first time.
Like when I got
I
between
wear
my toes,
socks.
dude. It's so.
If my feet were muddy, then I would.
Not really.
You're cleaning
normal
in between
thing.
your toes, dude. Like I
You
don't know.
get every single
do you
crevice
scrub
of your
like
body.
this when you wash your hands? Do you
Yeah.
just make
Yeah,
sure
I
same
did
thing
that
as
to my
that.
toes. It was
Yeah.
weird.
I don't
not
do that to
weird.
my. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a hard turn. But
I was
yeah.
just thinking about. I don't know.
Is there other
so
parts of
funny.
your body that you don't fully scrub?
No, I do. I just never. Because I hate feet. That's my reason. That's my excuse. I don't want to look at my
but they're
feet.
your feet. It's not
Right.
like you're washing Wes's feet.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you.
Yeah, but I'm also not touching people with my feet, so if like they're not perfectly scrub clean. Okay, I will say if my feet are visibly dirty, yes. But if it's just like a normal day, I'm probably just getting in the shower and showering.
What if you came home from the gym? You know your feet are sweaty. You go up to take a shower. You don't wash your feet.
Correct.
Wow, yeah, that's kind of gross.
Well, I am washing my feet. I'm
Yeah.
in the shower.
You're rinsing them.
No, there's soap. Soap gets down there too.
It's running across it. It's
Yeah.
not, you're not scrubbing it into the
into the pores.
into the
fine.
pores.
I don't need to.
I don't scrub like the middle of my back every
Oh,
single
no.
time. I
Yeah,
can't reach it.
I can't reach my middle
It's
of the back.
fine.
I
There's
never
water
really
running down
wash
in
my
it.
back that much.
Right? Can you
Oh,
get
well-
can you get the middle of your back every time? Unless you
Yeah,
have like one
that's
of
why
those
you
old
use
school.
a brush.
I don't have a brush.
I don't have one.
Oh, you
I don't
guys
have a
don't
brush either.
scrub your back either?
Okay.
I go to the top
I'll
wherever,
admit,
wherever I
don't,
can
I don't
reach.
scrub my back.
Wherever I can reach is about the extent of getting my back.
well-
I just put the shower to max heat and I just
right.
Straight your
It-
body.
it's
yeah,
doing something
I
at
just
least.
bake in the shower. I'm serious, dude. Like I just let
I do that.
I let the 120-degree water just
Dude, that's
disinfect.
terrible.
How long a showers do you guys usually take?
3
Well, I take
hours.
cold showers. So they're about a minute.
I can't
I
do
take-
that.
They're
I
freezing.
take like maybe 5 minutes.
No wonder
Really?
you need to
Five-
scrub,
five,
dude.
10
You're on a
minutes?
time limit.
No,
I usually
it's
give
not a
myself
minute.
like
It's maybe
20
like
minutes
2
so I
or
can like
3.
stand in there.
20 minutes?
Dude, it's like a
20?
hot tub. You can like relax so hard, like
Yeah, I
so
do-
good.
I
in-
take long
in it.
Well,
showers.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
like
You do
I
take
I mean,
really
if
long
I'm-
showers.
Yeah.
I remember we'd go over to your
sometimes,
house.
Yeah.
And I'd be like,
They're
where's
nice.
Milo? And your mom's like, oh, he's taking a shower.
Yeah.
And then I'd be waiting down there for like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
I'm like,
It's nice.
Well, like,
I can
Dude, it's
still
great.
It's a hot
hear
shower.
the water.
for
It's
me
so
though,
relaxing.
If I had a hot tub, it'll be the same thing. Just
Yeah.
sitting there for like 20 minutes.
well, like
Yeah.
I
But
have,
I don't have a
But a
hot
hot tub, you fill it and then it's filled. Like with a shower, you still have like running water.
Yeah,
that
I'm
it
just
has,
wasting
like,
a lot of
it's
water,
good, though.
probably.
I mean, I have
don't care.
a certain shampoo.
Huge lake.
right.
Yeah.
We're not worried about water in Wisconsin.
Right. Yeah,
we're
we're fine.
chilling.
I have a certain shampoo that I use, and it says you have to let it sit in your hair for multiple minutes. So like I can't. I have
get
to
rid of
take
that.
longer in the shower. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Not
because
FDA.
of that.
I have a pet peeve.
Okay.
Bar soap.
Oh, it's nasty.
bar soap is the worst.
It's fine for the first use.
I absolutely
but then it's
I don't think it's fine for the first.
No?
There's
use.
always hair in it.
there is always hair
It's
gets
so
everywhere.
That's
No.
not even that
disgusting.
It's the problem is it changes the feeling of your skin.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
leaves like some.
It
basic
depends
thing
on which bar soap though.
Hotel
There's
soap is the
some-
worst.
It's like
Hotel
there's more
soap is really
friction.
bad.
Dude,
Yeah.
your hands like
Yeah,
stick
yeah.
together
Yeah,
more. or something.
exactly.
I don't know.
I use
Creases.
bar soap every day.
Dude,
Every
I had
day.
to use
That is the
Peter's
only
bar
soap I
soap for the
use.
men's
Really?
retreat. It was
All
the
right,
most
guys, one
disturbing
person at a
thing.
time. One person at a time.
Oh, okay.
People have to listen to
Yeah.
this.
I use bar soap every single day.
Okay.
Every single day.
All right, that's fine.
Yep.
So
I
what I'm
accept
gathering,
it because you like anime.
Yeah. Like, dude,
Yeah,
I don't.
true.
Well, I don't get that. Like it's literally cleaning itself as you're using it. The soap cannot be dirty.
It can be, but
yeah, I can.
I don't
It's-
think it
yeah.
can.
it's not easy for bacteria to survive on something that's so basic.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think for the absolute worst is a hotel shower. If you ever forget to bring your own stuff,
Yeah.
You feel like
You feel almost grimy
weird. Yeah,
after
you
it.
feel-
I don't
Yeah.
know.
like you said, almost stickier and
Yeah.
Yeah, it like if you
Like
were to run your
chemicals, you're
hand
running
across,
chemicals
it, like,
on your
is-
body.
It
Yeah.
sticks more. I don't know what it is.
But that's like the only thing you have. So I'm going to scrub everything but my feet. Right.
See, but part of that is also simply like the water
So weird.
of the hotel. Like they don't use like water softener salt, so therefore
Yeah.
the water's it's hard water.
Yeah. It's just, I
Like,
hate hotels.
It-
Hotels are the
if
worst.
I used like a body wash instead of a bar soap with that same water, I wouldn't have that feeling of the bar soap.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, hotels
There's
are really gross.
Something about a home shower is just so much better.
Why are the sheets in hotels so difficult to lift up?
Yeah.
It's like you have to
Because they're tucked
rip
under
them.
the bed.
But like, why so far?
It's like they hire gremlins
just
to
to, like-
hide underneath
I think
there and
it's for
hold
a
on to
hold
them.
on to it.
I think it's like that.
Just for an aesthetic.
That like that
Just
neat
clean.
look.
I suppose they shove it like way under there.
Do you guys ever check for bed bugs at hotels?
Never.
know.
I
Oh,
do now because
I want
Selena,
to.
Selena told me to.
I never do.
And
No,
because
me neither.
Selena, we went on a trip with Selena down to, what was it? Passion. And it was me, Madeline, and Selena. And she, every single place that we went to, she made sure to check for bed bugs. So
How'd she do it? Just like simply look?
So you take off the sheets and
say,
you're supposed to look inside the crevices of like where like the knitting is on the outside, like
Okay.
where your mattress bunches up. You should be able to see them like in there.
So what do you do if there is bed bugs?
You
Fight
get
'em.
out.
Yeah, you probably leave
It's
and
like
tell
you
someone.
literally have to do like a full,
All right, put them up.
like you have to do like a full decontamination of.
Will
that
they give you
room.
another room?
Yeah.
They would have to, yeah.
Have you guys
Yeah.
seen that video of the people like going to multiple hotels and they like check
Oh, the black
contamination? Yeah, that as well. But they like check like the contamination level. I forgot how of like different sheets to see if they clean them in between uses and they don't. Like they'll just
Yeah.
flatten out the sheets.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
super
It's
disturbing.
it's very
super
disturbing,
disturbing,
yeah.
dude. So
What was that office thing? Like, how did
I'm
the,
bringing it up right. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'll give,
How
give
did
me a
the bed
second.
bugs
how
look?
did he look? Did he run away all scared or did
Oh.
did he walk away all
He was
smug?
all smug.
So smug.
I'm gonna get it pulled up here.
That's one of my favorite
love
scenes for
It's
sure.
such a funny scene. Isn't that a blooper though?
Yeah.
Or is that the
Is
real
it
thing?
actually? Is there a version of it in the actual episode?
Yeah, I think there's a.
I'll
version of
get
but-
to it in a second here when
And then
when
Luke
Dwight.
just send it to me.
Yeah.
the B movie.
And then maybe mute it, right? Because then.
No, we can still play.
Oh wait, we
Let's
have
play
to
it.
because that
I'll
would
just
make
line
no
up the
sense.
audio.
Wait, mute it. Mute
Never
what?
mind. Never mind.
Brandon.
Kathy tries to seduce Jim. Yeah. Did you guys know? Actually, I'll say it after.
90 degrees in there. Maintenance is working on it. Can I hang on?
Oh.
Is it gonna go?
Maintenance is working on it. Can I hang on here?
Yeah, I'm just watching basketball.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. If it'll go.
Oh, why did it do that?
The heat. Yeah.
You can just keep it small here like this.
This is just the NBA.
Here we go.
I don't know if this is the one.
My minibar is oddly out of round.
It's alright. I'll get to it. You can probably just cut some of this, Milo.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you'd want to know that I saw a bed bug in my room, but never mind. Sorry to interrupt.
Here it is.
Wait, bed bugs? Oh no. Where did you see it? In the bed. We gotta find it before it eggs. Describe it. Brown, shiny, painful bite. Could be a bat weevil. Describe its mood. Did it seem sleepy? Stressed? But to be fair, it was a tense situation. Fair enough, but after a bit, did it run away fearful? Or did it walk away smug, self-assured? So smug. Like a dog responding like this. That's a bed bug. Yeah. Everything's a joke. Oh, it's so greasy. You should just shave all this. Just gotta find it. You are clean. Okay. One thing that goes with plasma is heat, the carbon dioxide. I regenerate myself into a human trap. When I jump in the bed, you were gonna cover me with a sheet. Immediately. And then,
All right.
cover me!
Is this really necessary?
Oh, he knows what he's doing.
Check your
Let the
hair.
bed bug bite. All right, then I will catch you later.
Nice.
I'll send that to you, Milo.
Did you guys know that originally Jim was supposed to cheat with Kathy?
Oh,
but
really?
John Krasinski refused to do that because
Yeah,
he
that
was
would
just like,
suck.
yeah, that would have ruined it because the whole thing is like he's just all in with Pam.
Right.
Yeah.
The blooper for that is really
It's
funny.
super
Oh, yeah. It's,
Like
When he
it's
turns over and looks
hilarious.
at him and they just can't.
there's no way I'd be able to make it through that scene for sure.
'Cause
With
he's
This
White
whole
right
show,
there.
dude, I don't know how they made it through a lot of the scenes. I don't know.
Because he comes up with the like the name on the spot for that bed bug, like the bed weevil, what he says.
The
Oh,
bat.
really?
The Bat Weevil?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, maybe don't show that on the screen.
Was that an accident?
You're still casting, dude.
Don't show that.
You won't. That won't be on the screen. No
Of
worry.
course not, dude.
No, Milo, it's good. It's clean.
Okay, cool. It sent the link sent. So
Oh, man. Okay, so kind of something I was looking into, because obviously animals is always my go-to conversation with people for some reason. I was looking up, like,
Oh my god.
most intelligent animals in the world. And, like, there was, like, a list of, like, a bunch. And I guess it's hard to tell what the smartest animal would be because there's, like, so many different ways you could determine intelligence. But some of them were, like, whales, dolphins,
dolphins. Yep.
Dolphins.
and like rats or octopi.
What about crows? I've always
And
heard
crows.
that crows are
Crows
really
is another
smart.
one. Like they said, like chimpanzee, if they were to guess, is like probably the most intelligent. And like I get that because they can like sign to humans, they can solve puzzles.
Crazy.
Which yeah, I would say that's an intelligent creature. What? And I didn't look into this, so maybe you guys know, but like, what makes a dolphin
I've seen.
so smart?
I've seen
But, like,
videos
Yeah.
of someone dropping their phone, a couple, into the ocean, and dolphins will grab it and bring it up in their mouth and hand it to the human.
But is that like that intelligent? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does that make it the most, like, one of the top intelligent creatures?
Yeah, because a dog
And,
does
like,
that basically with a
whales.
ball.
Right.
It's like, go fetch.
Okay. One thing is their brains are even bigger than ours.
But, like, does that necessarily correlate with that
Yeah,
they're just...
brain
more-
size does correlate with intelligence.
So,
but
like,
it's
what
not-
makes them so
pathways.
intelligent?
It's not such a tight correlation that an animal with a larger brain means that it's more intelligent than one with a smaller one. But if you were to plot it, like in general, things that have bigger brains tend to be more intelligent. But I can look up like
But, like,
things that
why...
dolphins
What...
do.
Like, okay, so another thing I watched was, like, if you take, like, an octopus...
Oh, what about?
and like shove it in a container and then like screw the cap closed, it'll figure out like how to get out.
Yeah, it'll figure out how to unscrew it.
What
Is
about
that
training
really
dolphins?
that intelligent, dude?
I would
Like,
say so.
Yeah.
he learned to do this
How did he learn it?
because he probably saw like how it was screwed on, or maybe
That's
he just felt
intelligence.
that like he can't push it, so he has
Okay.
to like just move it. Like that doesn't seem that complex.
What about like
Okay,
dolphin
hold on
training?
a second. Hold on a second here. That is insanely complex for an animal to learn that,
To
having no
comprehend it.
prior knowledge of it. It like just go step by step on the things that it has to understand. It has to understand it is contained in a vessel. It has to understand there is a way to get out. It's through the cover because that's the way that it got in. It has to understand that what caused the cover to not move, to lock it in, is that it was turned. That
I feel like it just like adapted. Like I can't push on it, so I have to move it.
that's also extremely intelligent.
That just doesn't seem like.
I feel like other animals would
or
just
just
die
think,
in there because they wouldn't
like,
know what to do.
think about what you would need to do to program a robot in order to learn to escape that jar. Not to program the robot to escape the jar. Like if you wanted to program the robot to just
Yeah, I
like
see what
lift
you're
up
saying. Yeah.
and turn it,
To figure it
then
out on
you're
its
already
own.
you're already telling it basically how to do it. What algorithm would you need to teach it to learn how to
I don't know
figure it
about
out on its own?
programming,
But
stuff
that's
like that.
an indicator of intelligence. The difficulty with which you would need to program it, the generalness of that algorithm is an indicator of intelligence.
But how do we know that it knows that it needs to be like it has threads that need to be screwed rather than just like I need to move it.
We'll do it multiple times.
I don't
Put it
think
in
we
another
necessarily
jar.
know that it understands the concept of threads, but just the fact that it was able to figure out that turning the cover,
It's really weird.
that turning the cover would allow it to escape is insanely intelligent. You could put if you put a goldfish in there, it will never figure that.
But it
out.
also doesn't have the appendages to do so.
True.
All right. What's an animal that wouldn't be able to figure it out?
Like a sloth.
Sloth.
Yeah, maybe a sloth. If you
Maybe
put
a
a sloth in a jar, obviously not with water, but like
Pretty big
I
jar.
don't know.
It'd probably die of
Yeah, it'd be too slow to get out.
yeah.
It would be so
A sloth
mad.
in
Just
a
like
jar.
sit there slumping down. Like
Okay, how about this? You
Yeah, I
give
don't
it the ability to. So you put a goldfish in there, and it's very light threads, and then it has something that it can push on in order to escape. It probably won't. I've never run the experiment, but it probably won't because it doesn't have that capability.
Yeah.
okay, what about this though? Dolphins being trained to do all those tricks. That's intelligence.
Or is it just like memorization through like?
That's still you still have to
repetition.
remember though. They still have to remember it.
But
It's
like
not
every animal remembers how to do something. Like I would say,
No, okay, not every animal can be taught to do new skills though.
okay, maybe not every animal. I guess that was an exaggeration, but I feel like a lot of animals just kind of like memorize through repetition, like how to do something. And like to me, that doesn't necessarily show like it is a form of intelligence. I get that. Like, you know, if I were to memorize how to do math or something like, and then I was able to work off of that, like that's intelligence, I guess. But if you just like teach a dolphin to like jump through a hoop, like you taught it. And so I don't know.
there's
Like,
there's a
this doesn't
difference
seem
though.
like-
Think about like a dog versus like a rabbit versus like a dolphin. Like you can teach even like a dog and a cat. Cats are still extremely smart. I guess I could compare that. But like a rabbit, right? Maybe you can teach a rabbit to like jump or like I don't know something, but there's a difference in
I have a
intelligence.
good example of something.
Jump.
I have a good example of something that I saw that recently that I thought was pretty amazing. So my mom likes to watch these, and my dad too. He likes to watch this channel called Monkey BB, which is they're these people from like I think Thailand or something like that, and they have these rescue small monkeys. I forgot what type of monkey it is, but they're like very small, and they take care of them.
Like the Maruchan.
They're
style
kind of like that,
monkeys?
but
What?
they're like that size, but it's like a different species.
Yeah.
But anyway, these monkeys are super smart. So the monkey was playing with their pet dog. Okay,
Wait, these monkeys have pet dogs?
the people do, but they have a pet dog as well. But it's like they're around the same size, so it's like playing with the dog. All right.
Filled out the form to adopt a dog.
So the monkey it somehow figured out it had the idea that it wanted to get on top of the dog, but it can't. The dog is like kind of like messing with it, so it can't like climb on top of it. So it climbed up onto a desk and it grabbed like a roll of paper towel, and it knew that if it threw the roll of paper towel or whatever on the ground, the dog would go towards it to check it out. So it like went towards it, and then it jumped on top of the dog.
Yeah.
That-
I think monkeys are super
to have
smart,
that
yeah.
step by step
They're
1, 2,
smart.
3
Yeah.
level of, and that's the same thing with the octopus as well. They're having a cause and effect. Okay, dude,
like
it's
adapt.
well
I haven't
known-
researched
It's well known
octopi
that
as much, but-
octopuses octopi,
Yeah.
are very
Octopuses.
intelligent. One thing is their whole body is their brain.
Yeah, that's
Their-
pretty wild.
Their brain is in their appendages.
Oh, yeah.
Their
I think I have.
their brains are huge.
Yeah.
They're very smart. They have like personalities.
Octopi are really weird too. They can fit through like the smallest cracks.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Like,
Yeah.
isn't it part of like just adaptability? Isn't that what it is basically?
Yeah,
like
that's
you're
certainly part of intelligence.
like you learn. Oh, this doesn't work, so I need to change something to make that. Like that's adapting.
yeah, and cause.
All
and
right, so
effect.
maybe I could
Have
be
cause and
convinced.
effect understanding. Yeah.
Maybe I could be convinced with the octopus, but like a whale. Like, why is a whale so smart?
don't know.
too.
Like how though? Like
They,
like oh cool. That's one of the smartest animals.
Well, they can communicate with each other.
So can every other animal though. They're almost
Yeah.
every animal. Almost every
They're-
animal can communicate with each other somehow.
they can they have the ability,
Like Nemo.
they have the ability to understand where they are on the globe. Like
But they're just like in an ocean. Like that's
So is an octopus.
most people just get lost in the ocean.
We're just
You
on a
if you drop a
landmass.
person in the ocean,
Right.
they're gonna die.
yeah.
like,
but
even if they could
now give them
swim-
the ability to
Ultrasound.
do that sonar. No, not ultrasound.
Echolocation.
Is it
Yes,
sonar?
Mr. Wayne.
Echolocation. Yeah.
like
yeah.
a submarine.
Yeah, that's also
Yes, Mr. Wayne.
part of intelligence to be able to like interpret that data and understand their surroundings with that sonar ability. That's part of intelligence too.
I think. Yeah.
Do you just not like smart animals, Brendan?
I just don't think that people can say like, "Oh, it's such a smart animal." I think it's just an animal that like.
But it's also I think we need to remember like compared to the really
Dumb animals.
non-intelligent animals that like do nothing besides
What do you think are the
live.
dumbest animals out there?
Probably
Single-celled
goldfish.
organisms.
But like animals, like let's just talk. I knew he was gonna
You think single-celled
a
organisms?
kuka
are the
chupacabra
dumbest?
or whatever it's called.
Yes, because a non-single-celled organism, a brain is a multicellular organism.
Oh, fair enough.
So like if you're just taking away all of that capability down to a single cell, that has to be like probably the least intelligent. They are very intelligent,
Yeah.
but they're the least intelligent. Like they're able to respond to threats and obviously like find food
Yeah.
and whatever.
You know what I didn't like was they said that rats were intelligent because they could like figure their way through a maze. But the thing
Maze.
is, they would go through a maze exactly the same way we would, where you like try to
Weave
find your way out. Like it doesn't seem like that smart to me. You know, like
I mean, you have
because like they would turn this way.
Had they
have a
compared
dead
with
end,
other
and then they
animals,
would
though?
like move to another direction. Like that's exactly
But
what, like,
something like a worm probably couldn't do that because it doesn't have the memory capacity to remember where it
turned.
went. So then it can't remember.
But they might have also been like following the scent of the cheese too. Like I don't know if that's
still-
kind of what drove them.
Do you
Like,
think
they
that-
felt it getting stronger?
did they compare it to other animals though and try the same experiment? Like
I'm
would
not
they?
sure.
I'm curious to know like would a rat do better versus
A squirrel?
a squirrel or like a beaver or something like
Oh,
that?
one thing that dolphins do that's very intelligent, they can recognize themselves in a mirror.
That's crazy.
Even gorillas, I believe, are not able to like recognize themselves in a mirror. They don't realize that they're like looking at themselves. Whereas dolphins, though, you can like put stuff on them. They
Like,
know that
they'll
like
check
there's like a
themselves out.
sticker on them, and then they'll go to the mirror and be like, "Oh, look at that! It's right there."
What?
So they have to that level of intelligence. They have to have a concept of self. They have to be self-aware to a certain extent.
That's pretty crazy.
To understand that I am causing these actions and I'm seeing that through the mirror.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
We
that's-
should
that's true.
really quick.
Yeah.
Speaking of animals, I
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Then we should wrap it up. I do have one question.
No, you don't.
You're right. One question here.
The coolest
All right.
sound in fiction.
Here we go.
probably.
Here we go. We'll finish up this question and we'll wrap it up because we have a movie to go see.
We do.
So, would you rather fight a chicken every time you get into your car or a buttered up raccoon every time you go grocery shopping?
Buttered up? Why buttered up?
So it's
So it's
hard
slippery.
So
hard
it's really
grab.
slippery raccoon.
Oh.
See, I
when you
love,
try to go grocery shopping,
I love
That'd be
raccoons.
pretty annoying.
chicken would be easier to
I
find.
love raccoons, so I'm taking the raccoon just because I love them. I
See-
think they're so cute.
They are
So
But
you
you
fight
get
it?
into your car a
I'd
lot.
fight
it. It's
Every
cute.
time you get in your car, you're fighting a chicken.
Yeah, I only go
Do
to the
I have
grocery
to
store
do it
once a week.
Do I have to do
Exactly.
it to the death?
I think it's fight.
I mean, I'd kill a chicken immediately.
Oh, I
Just
mean,
kick
oh
it.
yeah,
Just punch it.
Yeah.
I would just wring its neck.
But
Right.
see, a raccoon
Coon.
is definitely would be hard to kill, but I only go to the grocery store once a week. Yeah. And I'd punt it. I'd punt it so far.
Yeah, I think a raccoon
You might
would
get
be.
scratched a little bit, but
A raccoon is also going to leave more damage on me.
Does it have rabies?
no.
100%. 100%.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's say in this scenario it doesn't.
Okay.
Although fighting a mad chicken would be pretty funny.
That would be really funny.
Like you just see someone just wrestling a chicken in their car.
They just have feathers all over them.
I would feel less bad about killing a chicken than a raccoon.
True.
Yeah.
And then you have like food. Like I'm probably not going to eat a raccoon. But like
Yeah.
think about how much you could save on groceries. You just go in your car, kill the chicken, walk out, go back in your car. Infinite
like,
supply of
that
chicken.
is-
Imagine
is
in the
true.
the first thing in the morning, you have to go to work and it's a Monday morning, you're not having it. You're just like, not now, Jerry. And it's like,
when you take out
You just
Luzon and just
I'm not in the mood today. Like
you have to
just
do it with
fight
your
a
bare
chicken.
hands, or is it like with a weapon?
Or what happens? You leave, you forget something in your car from work. You have to go back and
gotta
then
go
battle
back in.
Yeah,
again.
to fit
I'm
it-
taking the chicken, dude. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I know it's really inconvenient, but I'm taking the chicken.
If it's
Yeah.
not to the death, I'm taking the raccoon, I think. But
You do have less room to work with in your car though.
Yeah.
yeah.
A grocery store, you could use
Dude,
whatever you
and
wanted to.
Chickens actually do hurt. Like they hurt.
Like I'm taking a sack of potatoes at that raccoon, just whacking it.
Jeez.
It's horrible.
We love animals on this channel.
Yeah, we do.
PETA, we love you guys, of course, obviously.
If
100%.
a raccoon was
Sure.
attacking me, I would hit it with a bag of potatoes.
I could just see that.
Why
right now.
potatoes?
I don't know. That'd be the first thing I'd grab. Well,
Nice.
that answers it. If you ever had to fight a chicken or a raccoon, that'd be very interesting. But we have a Lord of the Rings anime movie to get to. We will let you know our thoughts on how it was for the next 0.5. So stay tuned for that. But as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and also share. This is the Campfire Council Podcast.